Coming up today, the theater department tackles a difficult topic.
We'll meet a team that has talked its way into some awards.
And the soccer team's differences are bringing them together.
All this and more starting right now on NTV.
Good morning, McKinney North High School. I'm Julian Esparza.
And I'm Rachel Jones.
The school food drive has ended, but the need for donated food has not. Liam Gahan has more.
With many families struggling to provide for their children, the McKinney North Food Drive helps to supply food to those in need. The student leadership behind the drive say that they enjoy helping people they see in the halls every day.
The food drive is for students at North that need help basically providing food for themselves and their families. So we're collecting food that will go to students that need help outside of school.
Although the food drive begins at North, the goal is to spread it to the larger community.
After our big collection, 2 weeks collection, then we're going to kind of diet down and go out into the community with posters and banners and things like that to be able to collect in different grocery stores and things like that. That way we can pull in not just like the parents and students at McKinney North, but also the community that surrounds us.
Although the food drive is exclusive to North, the intention is to benefit the community as a whole.
This drive is really important to me because it gives us a chance to help the people that go to our own school. Typically when you do other drives and it goes to the community, yes, you're getting to help people, but it's not necessarily affecting the people you see every day.
This is Liam Gahan for NTV.
In honor of February being Black History Month, the MNHS Drama Dogs present a unique take on institutionalized racism. Michael Robleski has more.
Big Mary is a production put on by the McKinney North Drama Dogs that deals with social issues in America. Theater director Miss Custer explains the implications of this play.
The playwright has chosen to take the life of Big Mary and parallel it to how the treatment of African Americans during this time and women during this time. It sort of foreshadows some of the civil rights issues that we have in our country.
Juniors Zadie Vetter and Michael Jordan explain their roles in the play and their significance.
I am Big Mary, so I am the elephant who ends up killing her owner. Because of this, it stirs up a lot of controversy within the town, and she ends up being put to death.
My role is that I get to play John Putnam. He is the man of reason in the town. He's the editor of the Eddington Gazette, the town newspaper. So I'm going to be a kind of a, I guess you can say, a principal in the show throughout.
Jordan and Vetter explain their hopes for what people take away from their production.
I want the audience to take away the fact that we can prevent this from happening ever again. That we have the ability to make sure that everyone is treated equally.
Everybody is equal. I mean, it doesn't matter what race you are, if you're an animal or an elephant or you know, white, a woman, because there is sexism also in this play. But I think that just everybody is equal, and that there needs to be a unitedness between people, and that people need to come together instead of being separated, because we are stronger as a unit.
Ms. Custer says that the play's message isn't just specific to a single social issue.
Hopefully, I hope people take the message that that this is not just about African Americans or women or about animals, that it can be applied to anybody. It's a universal message that applies to people of all walks of life. And I hope that they think about that and make it meaningful to them.
Been Michael Robleski and J.C. Clemente for NTV.
When people think of what a speech and debate team does, they probably picture a lot of public speaking and arguing. But there's actually far more to it than that. Matthew Abels has more.
The McKinney North speech and debate team has done remarkably well in recent competitions.
We have qualified a public forum debate team for the TFA state tournament. It's the largest, most competitive tournament in the state. It's kind of the ultimate goal of students that do debate in Texas.
We've qualified for nationals, which is also a huge deal, and then throughout the tournaments we go throughout the year, we have people who place very highly all year.
Every student on the speech and debate team participates in different events.
There's about 15 different public speaking and debate events that students choose from and start to learn as they start competing at tournaments. So when we go to a tournament, we may have 5 or 6 people competing in public forum debate. We might have a handful of people competing in duet acting or dramatic interpretation.
Senior Ryan Simmons competes in congressional debate, which is a mock Congress session that lasts for 3 hours.
It would be a group of 30 people in a room, and you take turns giving speeches and thus debating the speeches with the other people in the room and trying to pass or fail legislation. And even though it's a kind of a grueling 3-hour experience, it's worth it just to meet those people and, you know, go see new places and schools around Texas.
Although debate is most prevalent, dramatic interpretation is a major aspect of the speech and debate team. Senior Caitlin McCoy takes part in many interp competitions.
It's basically solo acting. There's a bunch of different divisions of interp. There's dramatic interpretation, which is usually sad. And there's humorous interp, which is very funny and it's incredibly entertaining. There's prose and poetry, which are in a book.
Preparing for events as long as 3 hours can consume a lot of the students' free time. Despite the fact that being on the team is a big commitment, the students feel that the experience has provided them with important life skills.
It's a pretty big commitment just because it's a lot of weekends, it's a lot of outside prep time if you want to put in the work to be good.
Public speaking and talking in front of a crowd of people and learning to just socialize with people is something you're going to use in pretty much no matter what profession you go into. So I think it's really prepared me for anything that I'd like to do in the future.
This has been Matthew Abels for NTV.
And now here's Taylor Tokars with sports.
Thanks, Rachel. A couple of North athletes advanced to state and represented the school well. Sophomore Joe Carson placed 11th at the state swim and dive meet, and senior Christian Mendez wrapped up his high school wrestling career with a 4th place finish at the state tournament. The girls' basketball team's playoff run ended at the regional quarterfinals on Tuesday, but the boys' team is still duking it out for a spot in the state tournament. They beat out Little Elm on Tuesday and are going up against South Garland in the area round tonight at Plano at 7:30. The boys' soccer team continued its winning streak by beating Prosper on Tuesday. They're now 7-2 with 5 games left to play. They're playing Lovejoy tonight at home. Kickoff is at 7:30. Participating in any sport involves bonding between players. Here's more on how the McKinney North Lady Bulldog soccer team bonds through their differences. The team has always been unique for its difference between players, and this year they are considered one of the most diverse teams in the district.
On our team we have a bunch of different races, I guess you could say.
I've probably noticed the diversity when we were on the bus listening to music and everybody started dancing differently.
The girls choose to use their diversity as a learning opportunity.
We all get to learn from each other, learn different cultures.
Whatever I learn from their cultures, they take back from mine.
Many may view the diversity as a challenge to overcome, but the team sees this as a strength to help move them forward.
I think we are underestimated a lot by other teams just because when they first look at North in general, they'll think of just how different we all are.
It just brings us closer, no one hates anyone, we all get along.
It's actually what makes us so much better than all the other schools. It's what makes us different, and I think that's really cool.
The diversity has taught the girls to put prejudice and stereotypes aside and work together as a team.
We don't talk to anybody differently. We're all one team. We all have one goal, which is just to win.
Just don't judge people by their skin. Just get along with everyone.
The girls' soccer team is heading to Lovejoy tonight to take on the Leopards at 7:30. The last time these two teams faced off, the game ended in a tie. So the Lady Bulldogs are looking to come out on top tonight. That's all for sports. Now back to you.
February is a time when we are supposed to learn about and celebrate Black history. Now that February is almost over, we decided to test students' knowledge of Black history.
What's that guy's name? Kanye. Butler or whatever?
No.
The Butler movie.
Will Smith.
What's that name?
Will Smith?
No,
he hasn't been in anything.
No, the Butler movie, guys, the Butler movie.
I don't know.
Kanye West. The Weeknd. Viola Davis.
He looks good. Halle Berry.
17
1842.
2012.
No, 1865.
1850 or wait, no, 64.
1865.
Thomas Jefferson.
Obama.
Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln. President Lincoln. Yeah.
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson. Yeah.
Babe Ruth.
Jackie Robinson.
In New York. Wait, I didn't know. Washington. What was the question?
Birmingham, Alabama.
At the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., right on the steps, looking out on the big lake, he said, "I got a dream."
In front of the Washington Monument.
It's got a long pool thing with the George Washington monument.
The windmill.
It was something good, right?
Goodyear tires.
Obama. Hey, Obama was my team.
Obama.
Barack Obama.
That's all we have for you today.
For more news and sports information, follow us on Twitter at MNHSNTV.
Thanks for watching.
And have a great weekend, Bulldogs.